Hey everybody. Okay. Thanks for coming to my webinar today, how to control your reputation and drive more generator installation sales. Specifically for generator dealers. This is not something that you guys are unaware of. I know that everybody knows that their reputation is important. We do everything we can to maintain a good reputation. We work really hard, and we do, sometimes we go above and beyond, and we still can't kind of rein in those reviews and rein in everything, that you do great for your customers and kind of spread the word a little bit. So I'm going to try to dial into some techniques here and give away some great information to help you get the reviews that you want to get on a regular, consistent basis, talk to you a little bit more about why that's important, and hopefully you'll come away with some new things that you can execute to help you get a hold of this. So I'm going to switch over to share my screen. It was shared before. Here we go. Okay, good. So now you can see my screen. You can hear me. And one more second. I started right at the 2 o'clock mark. So, all right. Cool. And if anybody has any questions at all, you can put into the chat. I will stop and answer any questions. Feel free to jump right in. A couple of people just jumped in too. So just to kind of recap, we're going to talk about taking control of your online reputation so that we can drive more generator installation sales. Okay, so first things first, this is part of a bigger picture, the digital dominance method. This is, over the course of the year, we kind of break down each one of these specific pieces of digital marketing to help generator dealers such as yourselves, dial in on everything that you need to help with your lead flow, to help get you those leads, to help, in the off season, the power play isn't delivering leads during certain times of the year. So you want to really get control of your own funnel. We kind of shape everything over the course of the year. And this piece of it, the reputation, taking control of your reputation, actually falls nicely into two of these. Having a good reputation is great for SEO. It helps you with ranking, especially with the Google Maps ranking. And it also helps with conversion. So people are always looking. They're going to find you on Google. They're going to look at the reviews. They're going to depend, some of them heavily, on what some of the reviews are saying, and more importantly, what you're saying in response. And like I said, a piece of the bigger puzzle. This is a little bit of our program, but the reputation management fits nicely into the organic SEO piece, into driving leads. It helps you drive leads, and it helps you maximize conversion. So leads coming in and converting leads to customers, a very important piece of it. So what we're going to cover today, why you can have all the best tools in the world, Bird Eye, Nearby Now, all these different tools, and you can still fail at consistently driving 5-star reviews. So you can have the software built in and have it running, and it's still just not working for you. How to tap into the power of multi-channel communication, email, SMS, physically sending postcards or having printed material, to help you increase your review count. So we're going to touch in a little bit about everything that you could do there. Online reviews are a team sport. So to succeed, you need to get the entire team on board and bake in a focus on reviews and reputation management into your team culture, and kind of get everybody on board with what it is you're trying to do. Why you must acknowledge and respond to all your reviews, the good, bad, and indifferent. Sharing with you a secret ingredient that does much more than review gathering. This is at the end of the presentation. I have something that I want to share with you that will hopefully help you get over that hump. So who am I, and why should you listen to me? For anybody that does not know, I am John Tedesco, the owner and CEO of PowerSource Generator Marketing Solutions. I have 17 years experience in internet marketing. I built an over $1 million a year agency, a generalist agency, before I created PowerSource. I've worked directly with more than 50 generator dealers across the country. I've spoken at mastermind cohort events for successful electrical contractors, and I work closely with a large agency cohort that each has their own specialty and niche, and we're always sharing our experiences, what's working and what's not. Our mission here, and this is my executive team, custom developers, content creators, social media managers, and web programmers and developers. Our mission is to help 100 generator dealers double or maybe triple their revenue. We are a full service marketing agency, and that's all I'm going to say about that. And we have a general knowledge of these brands. We don't work for any particular one of these brands, but we know how Kohler Generators works with their co-op. We know a lot about PowerPlay and Generac and what they're doing with their microsites right now. And we can probably help answer some questions over, some of the, I think we're getting calls on some of the current stuff right now with the microsites and doing the address updating for the local SEO, things like that. All good things. No complaints there on what any of these guys are doing. So let's move forward. How to take control of your online reputation and drive more generator installation sales. So the first thing I like to do is kind of just, just kind of figure out the why. Why are we even talking about this? I know everybody knows that there's a very specific that the reputation is important, and yeah, we need reviews. We know that. So, what is the real issue? Well, the real issue here is that online reviews and reputation can make or break your company. So if you have negative reviews and they're not responded to, or if you have a 3 and 4 star struggling to get to that 5-star rating, or if you've got old reviews, we have to figure out what it is it's doing to you. Great reviews is more profitability, easier to close jobs, and marketing makes all your marketing efforts more effective. And negative reviews or no reviews can have a very big negative impact and can lower your conversion rate. So online reputation does not reflect the top quality services that you provide. I mean, you guys work really hard. You have the uniforms, you train your technicians to be courteous and respectful of the properties, speak with your customers, and sometimes it just doesn't carry over. You go above and beyond, and you know everything that you need to know for generator installation or generator maintenance, and you're helping customers, and sometimes you just go over, and it doesn't, you want to just kind of tell everybody about that, and sometimes there's just no way to say it unless your customers are actually saying it. We want to reflect that on our profiles. The negatives always outweigh the positives, and that's something that it takes a lot to figure that out. You can have all the best tools in the world, but it goes deeper than the tool. These guys, Bird Eye, Real Work Labs, Customer Lobby, they have great systems in place, great automation. They help send the message out and get the review, but it really does go further than that, because getting the review sometimes takes a very personal touch, specifically when it comes to the customer. You don't want to badger them either. So there is definitely a balance there to figure out the best way to get the review, and we're gonna go through all of that. So not having it being able to make or break your business is super important. That's a big problem. Going above and beyond, and it's not translating, having the best tools and not getting the reviews. So these are the issues that we really want to combat. And not having this dialed in can drag down your business. So all of your other marketing that you're doing, if you've got great looking trucks, if you've got a really new brand and you have a brand new website and you have commercials or television or whatever, all of that marketing get dragged down by these negative reviews or lack of reviews. So here we have the opportunity, right? We're going to get into, okay, how do we kind of solve for this, and how do we make this situation better? So, I mean, I don't have to tell you, be the provider of choice in your service area and stand out from the competition. This is what we want. This is what our goal is. We want it to resonate and make it obvious. Have the best tools, but it goes beyond those tools. We definitely need a tool in place to help us track the reviews, to help us send the messages, the properly written messages. I don't have specifically one here to tell you is better or not good at all. I mean, they're all really solid. So no complaints on any of these guys, and have your reputation speak for itself online. So we just want to make that all real obvious, be the go-to generator dealer in your area. And if you have those reviews and you have that reputation, you have that rank, then you're gonna come way ahead of your competition. So question here is, do online reviews really matter? I mean, I think I kind of covered that a little bit, but here's some stats. So 84% of people trust an online review as much as they do a personal recommendation. This is experience that we've tracked, and we understand that this is just how it works. So we're leaving money on the table by not getting our reviews dialed in and paying attention to our reputation. And 77% of consumers think that reviews older than 3 months aren't relevant. So if you were great 3 months ago, where are the reviews since then? So it's important to get these reviews on a consistent basis, consistently responding to them. It's gonna help your business grow exponentially. So yes, Google reviews. This is mission critical. So a few things why online reviews are important. I'm going to give you an example of why it's important. So here we've got one of our clients, Bold Generator and Electric. They're in New Jersey here. Let's see. So when we do a Google search looking for a generator install in Westfield, New Jersey, they're not located in Westfield, New Jersey, but their ranking has gotten better because specifically for one of the reasons, because the reviews have gotten better, more consistent, and have consistently climbed, helping their ranking consistently climb. Just to give you an example of their dashboard. So overall, 537 visitors, 40 leads. Okay, this is the big number, 40 leads in July. And here we want to put a focus on Google Map calls. That means 20 of those leads came from a phone call within the Google profile. That means those reviews, those 134 reviews, were right in their face when they came to their profile. They saw the reviews. We don't know if they read through the reviews, but we would bet 84% of the time that they would read those reviews that are coming through. And just to give you a little bit further into our tracking method here, that phone number is a track number that only exists on their Google profile so that we can report back to the client, these calls and these leads came from or resulted from the Google Maps. And just to show you, this is not the same number that they have on their website. We have a different number for their ads, different number for their website, different number for the Google profile, so that we can track this consistently and across all of their different channels. So why reviews are mission critical? They impact our rankings. 88% of consumers look at online reviews, and it's a major conversion factor. So here are 5 key principles we want to talk about and remember. One, I don't think I have to tell you about. Provide a world-class customer experience. Have the trucks, clean and have your wrap on them. Have your train your technicians to talk, politely with their with your customers on site, and be respectful of the property and everything. You guys work very hard to do that. I'm sure I don't have to tell you any more about that. And when it comes to reviews, what you measure and inspect and celebrate, you get more of. So this is like a proven axiom. When you measure something on a consistent basis, whether it be calories or I don't know, I can't think of anything else, but if you're measuring it on a consistent basis, you'll start to see it getting better. Same thing with celebrating. So when you're celebrating something, when something happens, you'll get more of it. Some people are motivated by having some recognition or maybe having an award, something like that. What I'm getting at here is getting your team dialed in or working it into your company culture. So if you're building online reviews and reputation management into your company culture, everybody will get on board and, discuss these reviews at your daily or weekly meetings. Discuss the reviews, show them the numbers, pull up your Google profile. Hey, this is where we're at. This is where we want to be. A good rule of thumb or a good goal is to get maybe 5 or 10 reviews per month. It doesn't need to be 100 reviews right now. It needs to be consistent. So consistent over time helps you with your ranking, and consistently getting these reviews will help your conversion when people are looking. They're not seeing the first one is not stale months ago. It's stale days ago or a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Track reviews by technician, and you can recognize them. Some people are motivated by recognition in front of their peers. That's just something else that you can think about when trying to bake this into your company's culture. And you can gamify the process too. Give rewards for reviews. I'll get into this a little bit later and show you a little bit how Bold Electric in New Jersey integrated that into their system. We want to leverage best-in-class tools, request reviews after every service call, and ensure that your communication is using all of the channels. So you want to use an email, an SMS, and a physical app to try to help you ring these in without doing it in such a way that you're badgering your customer. You just did a great job for them. There's no reason other than making it difficult why they wouldn't give you that review, either directly into a Google feed. All they have to do is click a button and give you a review. They would have no reason to not do that. And then you want to acknowledge and respond to every single review that comes in. So, respond with the name. Thanks, Jim. I really appreciate you giving us this review. We enjoyed working with you. We hope your generator will continue to keep your power running for the foreseeable future. Never lose power again, that kind of thing. And just kind of keep it personalized. So we want to capture these positive reviews from your customers, and I'm going to show you how All American Electric did it, how Bold Electric did it, and we're going to talk about this strategy a little bit for driving these reviews. So we want to leverage these tools, and I like to repeat some of these bullets a lot. Leave a printed review card. So you can also leave a card. So if you're doing a maintenance, you're out there on the road and doing a maintenance and service, you can also leave a door hanger on the card, on the door. Your generator's ready for another year, that kind of thing. A little QR code, please leave us a review. That's just an idea. You can also do the same kind of thing for installs, but usually for an install, the homeowner is home. Something that you can train your technicians to kind of seed that a little bit. So when the technician is there installing the generator, and just so you know, after we're done showing you the, cleaning up and everything, you might get a phone call or an email from the office asking you for a review. If you wouldn't mind giving me a review, I would really appreciate that. And that's kind of like your technician just seeding it, not taking control of it, not trying to get it right then and there, just kind of saying, they're going to call you. They're going to ask you if you wouldn't mind. It would really go a long way. It would help me a lot. And you can make the call directly and walk them through the review process. So this could be part of the process where your CSR team or somebody at the office is calling up the customer. How did everything go? Want to make sure that you're all installed and everything went well. And if you have a minute, I would love to just walk you through a quick 2-second process to get a review into Google for us. That would really help us a lot. So now you kind of have them on the spot. You're on the phone. I've already stopped what I'm doing to talk to you, so I might as well, so this might be a game changer in terms of going from no reviews to finally getting the reviews on a consistent basis if you're consistently making these calls, if you've baked it into your process. And then you can build reviews and recognition into the company culture by instituting all of these rules on a throughout your entire team. And we want to leverage email, SMS, and apps for maximum impact. So one thing about email and SMS is that there is major shift going from email to SMS. And I know companies that only communicate with SMS text messaging because emails just do not get through. Even your appointment is scheduled and it's going to be next Friday at 2:00, does not get through, and there's no response. Customer doesn't even see it, or it goes to junk mail. It is so hard to get emails into the inbox these days. SMS is typically the only way. If you look at your phones, there's probably nobody here that have more than 5 unread text messages. But I know you've got a ton of unread emails. So just something to think about. SMS is really important. You might want to consider trying to get that worked into your process. Some of the best tools can also work directly with your service, your scheduling, your dispatch company, Service Titan, House Call Pro, or Service Fusion. A lot of them have these apps available. You may already use this, but if you have it built in, then you can schedule out the request for a review manually through these systems. We actually integrate an automation process so that when a job is completed over at Service Titan or House Call Pro or Service Fusion, it'll automatically message the customer via text and email, asking them, hey, how was our service? On a scale of 1 to 5, how is the service? Because the truth is, you don't want to just send this link everywhere. You don't want it on your trucks. You don't want it in your email signature. You don't want to ask just anybody, because it will invite the negative reviews mostly. So this is the biggest problem when you don't focus on reviews at all. You'll have more negative reviews than you will positive, simply because the upset people, they want to be known. They want to be heard, and they're going to make sure that you know that they're upset. And it's going to happen. There's going to be situations that you just can't control. So we don't want them to have the link. We don't want to put it in front of them and make it easy for them to review you. So what we do is we put in this quick little, hey, on a scale of 1 to 5, how did we do? And then the automation will wait for a response. And if we're a 4 or a 5, then we're saying, hey, that's fantastic. So happy to see you here. You're able to provide excellent service. Would you mind leaving us a quick Google review? We put the link in the text and shoot them over to Google, and that will get them the review, get you a review on a very, very quick, consistent basis. And I'm just going to check the chat real quick. Okay, if anybody had any issues with chat, just put that in the chat again. I think there was a chat was disabled. So if you have an issue, just shoot me in the chat. Okay, so one thing I want to touch base on too is how to respond to every review. So one thing I wanted to, I'm sorry, that's the right time. Okay, one thing I want to show you is how Bold did this. Bold started back in January 2024 with us at 51 Google reviews, and they've been kind of floundering around. Even back in January, it was 51 reviews, but their most recent review was maybe October or September. And this was a very, very big, important piece of the marketing program. And we were like, you have to get these reviews up. So we need to really change how you work. We need to put it in the process. And one of the more important reasons was because they had a competitor that was well over 300 reviews, 5-star reviews. So it's not only that you are 51 compared to 300 something, but you also have a very old review. So we put in place one of the piece of the software, and well, we didn't increase the lead flow. We increased their ability to get these reviews. So they baked it into their culture. They worked it in with their technicians. Their technicians are now competing. Okay, they were actually they had a goal of reaching 100 reviews by July in order to get the day off. I think it was the day before or the day after the 4th of July. I think it was on a Tuesday. So he was going to give them that Monday off if they reached 100 reviews. And by February, they had 10 more. By March, they had another 15. By April, 83. And now this is actually today, they're at 134 Google reviews. They were actually at 114 by July 1st. They reached their goal. They baked it into their process, and now they're just going to keep going. And hopefully by the end of the year, they could be close to maybe 160. This time next year, they'll be well over 200, approaching their competitor, because their competitor is not pushing it. Yeah, I think maybe 400 or 500 reviews there, you should be good. But when they find out that this competitor is kind of creeping up on them, if they don't know already, then they might see, oh, we might have an issue here, because now customers are seeing both of them almost at an equal level. Well, let's see who's got a better website. Let's see whose reputation, is speaking for themselves. 83 reviews in 8 months. This is a perfect Frequency, this is about 10 per month. This is what you want. Nothing more, nothing less. So we want a system in place to ensure that every review gets tracked and measured, and maybe task somebody on your team to respond. So responding to review is just as good as getting a review. So people are looking at those reviews, and sometimes you get a negative review. Having the right response and having a plan in place to respond to some of these negative reviews can actually help you get more conversion, to see how you handle a negative review for whatever reason it was and how you maybe attempt to rectify it. Please call us up. We would love to help you out rather than, argumentative response. So formulate a strategy for professionally addressing and dealing with these negative reviews. We have automated responses in place too. So this one company doesn't really have too many people in the office. So they asked if AI was available, and there is with a CRM that we implement. And these are just quick responses, and they're really, really well done. Justin was prompt and thorough. He showed me what the problem was, and he had taken care of it quickly. And the AI responses, thank you for your appreciative words. Rebecca, repeating the name. So the AI knows that you should repeat the name. It should be a little bit more personal. Your feedback's value to us. Great to hear that Justin successfully managed to take care of the issues promptly. Looking forward to serving you in the future. Really well done. Got the response in there. You don't have to worry about it. So this is definitely a win. Okay, so I went through that really quick. So sometimes these webinars go about 45 minutes. We're probably in about 30 minutes. And I want to provide you with a little secret ingredient that we integrate for our clients that helps with reviews and then some. Nearby Now is software that we implement for our clients. And Nearby Now is geo-modified content created from check-ins. So this is software that your techs actually have on their mobile devices, on their phones. And when they're out in the field installing a generator or maintaining a generator, they take a quick picture of it, quick little description, and submit it. And that is like, I'm gonna go back up. I'm gonna show you that heat map. So, and I'll just show the whole thing. Okay, so the geo-modified content. So when the technician checks in at that app, we see a heat map of where your service is. This is also, like I said, pings back to Google, and Google understands a little bit more about where you're working to help with your ranking. And on your website, we are showing the actual check-in pictures that the technician took maybe, and the description. And you can see this information on your website has all of the right SEO, built-in SEO terms right there. The city, state, and zip. And the photograph also has some back-end metadata. Not the exact address. It'll never give the exact address. It'll just give the city, state, and zip. And that's kind of what these little heat mapping markers are. It's not the exact address. It's just kind of a general area. But when you have that, it also helps the customer see, oh, well, I live like right here. This is a great company. They're like right in my area, or if they're out, or I'm not sure if they'll come out here, but it looks like they're doing work out here in Flemington. So, and that's right where I live. So I think they'll come out. So this helps with conversion as well. It also gives you the ability to ask for a review on the spot. So after the technician checks in with the app, it'll say send survey. You click that, and you could be standing right there with the customer and say, hey, would you mind doing a quick review? I can email it, I can text it, or I can give you a QR code that you can scan. 8 times out of 10, the customer's standing right there. Yeah, sure, send that over to me and I'll do it. Maybe they don't want to do it right then and there. Yeah, send me the link. Now that's when you kind of have to do your follow-up. But this app also has a dashboard and a review leaderboard. So one of the other things too that Bowl did, another one of my clients are doing, is they kind of have a poster up on the wall, and they're keeping track all the technicians and the reviews that they're getting, or at the very least asking for, and they're making sure that they've got some gamification built in so that they can identify what technician is doing, getting the most reviews. And they can reward them either, in front of everybody with a gift card or anything like that. The whole team with a day off, that kind of thing. So there's a lot you can do. So I highly recommend this software. This can help you with SEO ranking. It can help you get the reviews, help you respond to those reviews. It could really be a game changer for how you guys are working. So I think that's it. We can implement, and if you want to scan that code, we'll do a free SEO review, visibility scan. We'll take a look at your competitors, show you where you stand against your competitors in terms of ranking, in terms of SEO, in terms of reviews, show you what you're missing, and provide as much value as we can in a meeting. And you go on your way. And if you guys feel like and you know that we know what we're doing and you want to work with us, that would be great. And we can get on with that too. Like I said, our acceleration session, we look at your competitors, we look at your program, and we try to go through everything and give you as much as we can. So if there's no other questions, I'm going to hang out for another minute. I feel like I breezed through it. I'm interested to get any kind of feedback you want to give me in the chat. If you missed anything, if you want me to go back, I'm happy to do that. I did end a little bit early. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate it. Good. I'm like I said, I'm here for a few minutes. If you wanted me to double back on anything, I can do that. If you want, I'll show you a little bit. Yes, I'm going to. Will this recording be provided to us after the webinar ends? Yes, I'm going to send the replay to you guys directly in another email. You can also go to my website, show you that real quick. Under webinars, all of the webinars that I've done this year so far, we did how to optimize your website for conversion, the new 2024 SEO formula. We're actually rewriting that right now for 2025. How to maximize lead flow with Google Ads, Google Maps playbook, some things about automation, local ads, that kind of thing. So be sure to check out our YouTube channel. We're a full service energy broker. Yep. Yeah, we don't just do generators. Our focus is on generators because these are the guys that we feel we can help. A lot of our generator guys does a little bit more than just generators. We have electricians that do a lot of electric, EV chargers, things like that. We have generator guys in California that do batteries. I have another guy that does mini splits. They focus on that. We help them with their mini split program in the generator off season. We're talking to somebody that also does semi trucks and marine generators, things like that. So sure, we could definitely work with you on multiple energy solutions. So, but Kelly, yeah, feel free to reach out, fill out one of those strategy sessions on my site, and we'll chat. Great. Okay. All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll be in touch.